Hey guys, welcome to Joyful Noise Learning. I'm Ashley. I homeschool my 3 kids and I'm married to a techie musician, and I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to talk about my curriculum picks for the 2020-2021 school year for my youngest. He will be kindergarten, so if you'd like to hear more about that, I'm glad you're here. So I've been doing a series on my curriculum picks for this next year, and I know that's what you guys wanted. I know you want to see what we're doing for each grade level, and I'm so happy to bring that to you. First off, I want to let you know I am Charlotte Mason inspired, biblically based, and use affordable homeschooling curriculum, and I love to talk about all that. So if you're interested in those things, you are welcome to subscribe and join the Joyful Noise Learning community. So this is the curriculum that I chose for my youngest. He is going to be 5 in August. And just a quick explanation after my dog stops sneezing. You done? All right. I try not to push my little ones too quickly into kindergarten and into school, but he really is interested in it and he does really well. He's a bright kid and he learns quickly. So I did want to continue with him doing some studies on teaching him how to read and a few basic math facts. I did learn with my oldest that you don't need to really push them too hard, and if you want to see why, you can watch my video on how to homeschool preschool. I show you in that video how it's best to do for 3 to 5 year olds. We are going to start with kindergarten curriculum, but if we don't finish it this year, I'm not in a hurry. He can do 2 years of kindergarten, especially since he's not 5 until August. But if he does great this year, we're just going to keep going and see how it goes. I did a lot of thinking for this kiddo and what I wanted to do with him. I wanted to keep it simple, I wanted to keep it fun, and I wanted to keep it hands-on, everything that he really loves. So I'm really excited for the picks that I did go with. And I do, because I've homeschooled for the last 7 years, I have stuff on hand already that we can use. So I really won't be purchasing a lot for him. And before I start giving you my picks, I want to say that the main thing I want to focus on is spending some one-on-one individual time with him. This last year was a little bit crazy with a move to a new state, and I didn't focus on sitting down with him and being focused with him. So he was kind of like just thrown in the mix while I was trying to homeschool the older kids. And I really didn't like that. I think he needs some time where just 30 minutes a day where I sit down with him and do his lessons with him. So let's jump in with my picks for my 5-year-old. Memory work is the first thing I put on there. So if you watch my how to homeschool preschool video, you'll know that I believe that this age, 4 or 5 year olds, have brains like sponges and they just soak up everything that they hear. So they're going to be memorizing something, whether it's the Paw Patrol theme song or whether it's, scripture and Bible verses or poetry, nursery rhymes, all those good things. So I want to be more intentional with his memory work this year. He has sat in on our morning time with his older brother and sister since he was born. So he has heard some Bible verses and the Lord's Prayer and things like that. But I want to be more intentional with him and actually sit down with just him and go over those verses that he hasn't learned yet, that my older kids learned when they were in kindergarten and when they were younger. Corbin, who made you?
God.
Can you say it a little louder? Who made you, buddy?
God.
And what else did God create?
Everything.
Good job. Do you know why God made you in all things? Do you know that one?
I do.
You say for his own glory.
With some glory.
Good job. Also in our family, for the 5-year-olds and all the way up to my 9-year-old, we also go with the catechism, and we have the New CD Catechism app on my phone, and we do, I think it's called the Catechism for Young Children or something like that as well. So I want to focus on getting more questions done with him that my older 2 already know. So he knows the first 3 apparently, but he doesn't know much more after that. So we're going to focus on learning that as well. Next is handwriting. And in his curriculum he used last year, there wasn't a lot of handwriting, but he was so interested in writing. He constantly was like, how do you write this letter, mommy? And how do you write this word? And how do you write my name? And how do you write your name? So he already knows how to write his name and everything, but I want to start focusing more just on letter formation and help him just keep going further in that. So we liked The Good and the Beautiful Handwriting for my oldest child, so I'm probably going to jump in and get him a book, and he'll start with The Good and the Beautiful Handwriting level K, and I think he'll be excited to use that. So I think that'll be a good fit for him. Next is reading, and he's at that stage where he just needs to keep learning the letter sounds and how to put them together. And I'm really torn between The Good and the Beautiful level K primer and using All About Reading, which we've done in the past for my other kids. So I've used All About Reading for both my other two, and it's gone really well, and I already have it. But I have looked out the primer for The Good and the Beautiful, and it looks like a really great program. So I might be getting that book for him as well, but I do like the little books that come with All About Reading, and I like the little letter tiles that they have to help form letters, and they do focus really well on phonics and sounding out letters and all that. So we're probably going to use both somehow. The jury is still out for my decision for what we will be doing for reading, but I know that whatever I decide with will be a good choice. So my 5-year-old also loves reading picture books with me, and that is one of my favorite things to do with my kindergartners. So I will be using the Before 5 in a Row book list to work with him on picture books that we read together. And he really loves doing that. And so I can't wait to do that. And I'm super excited to use Before 5 in a Row. And that brings us to math. I am super excited for what we've decided to go with this year. And I love hands-on real life math for these little guys. I found Kate Snow has created her own curriculum, and it's called Kindergarten with Confidence. No, Kindergarten Math with Confidence. And she has been someone I've followed for a while. She's a homeschool mom, and she's a math enthusiast. She may have been a math teacher in the past, but she has finally written her own curriculum, and she has her kindergarten level, and it's ready. And I've really enjoyed her heart for teaching moms how to teach math. She also has a great program called Addition Facts That Stick, Subtraction Facts That Stick. She's got really great math stuff, so I really trust her, and I can't wait to use her math curriculum for my son. She may not be as well known as other math curriculums, but I really do trust her and her heart and her values for teaching math in homeschool. And I'm really just not the kind of mom who just gets a workbook and hands my kid a workbook. I don't think that's the best way to do math with them. So I'm really excited to see what she's got in her math curriculum. So there you go. That is what I decided to use for my 5-year-old. You can follow along on our Instagram how we go with school this next year. If you have any questions about any curriculum, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on what we should do for reading. And this year, I just plan to go at his pace, and we'll try to do lessons about 3 days a week, and we'll see how far we get. So we'll see how he does, and I'm pretty excited to work with my little guy. And you can check out my other videos for my other 2 kids that are coming out soon. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.